Hello viewers, my name is Victoria Adeosun. I am a 300 level law student of Olabisi Onabanjo University and an undergraduate intern at HARLEM Solicitors. Today, I'll be analyzing licensing regime in the Nigerian telecommunications sector. Firstly, it is important to note that in order to operate a telecommunication business in Nigeria, you need to obtain a license. The principal legislation in charge of regulating the telecommunication internet services and information and communication technology (ICT) in Nigeria is the Nigerian Communication Act 2003, hereinafter referred to as the NCA 2003. The NCA 2003 established a commission which is referred to as the Nigerian Communication Commission (NCC). The NCC was given the power to make and public regulation by virtue of Section 70 of the NCA 2003. The power was led to the creation of Licensing Regulation 2019. The license issued by the NCC authorizes the licensee to own and operate the telecommunication network and provide a telecommunication service as prescribed in the license. By virtue of Section 32, Subsection 1 of NCA 2003, there are two classes of license: the individual license and the class license. The individual license is a type of authorization in which the terms, conditions and obligations, limitation and scope are specific to the services being provided. The process of granting individual license can take the form of beauty contest, standard administrative procedure, auction, first come and first serve, and so on. Some of the activities authorized by individual license are internet services, co-location and infrastructure facility services, international gateway, value-added services, mobile number portability services, and so on. Moving to class license. Class license is a type of general authorization in which the terms, obligations, and conditions are common to all license holders. This type of license requires only registration to commence operation. Some of the services under class license are cyber cafe, public payphones, telecenters, cabling services, and so on. The NCC may exempt a class of person or telecommunication services from holding a license by issuing the exemption order to the exempted class of person or telecommunication services. Principles governing licensing. All operators of telecommunication business must be a corporate entity and duly registered as such in Nigeria. This is because only a corporate body or partnership is recognized as an holder of telecommunication license in Nigeria and must have been incorporated in the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) as prescribed under the Companies and Allied Matters Act (CAMA). It is pertinent to note that there is no restriction to foreign ownership of telecommunication business in Nigeria, because if the telecommunication business is incorporated in Nigeria. Regulation 10 of the Licensing Regulation 2019 stipulates that application for license shall be valid where license 1 meets the NCC technical requirements to operate such license. 2. Satisfy other conditions of NCC requirements. 3. Is a corporate body registered in law in force in Nigeria. 4. Possesses sufficient financial capacity to provide a long-term services to the satisfaction of NCC. Surrender and suspension and revocation of individual license. A licensee can surrender its license by written notice to the NCC, and it takes effect on the date of submission of the written notice and individual license by the virtue of Section 44, Subsection 1 of NCA 2003, and also by the virtue of Regulation 24, Subsection 1 of the the Licensing Regulation 2019. The NCC shall be given not less than 90 days notice of intention to surrender prior to the date of actual submission of written notice, and it is irrevocable unless it is expressed to be commenced on a later date. A licensee willing to surrender its license must 1. Pay all outstanding regulatory fees due to the commission. 2. Must have furnished arrangements to migrate existing subscribers to another licensee. 3. Must have provided undertaking that guarantees refund to existing subscribers for prepaid services. Suspension and revocation of individual licensing. By virtue of Section 45, subsection 1 of NCA 2003 and Regulation 51, subsection 1 of Licensing Regulation 2019, the NCC can suspend and revoke an individual license if 1. It does not comply, the licensee does not comply with the provisions of the Act or subsidiary legislation, and including the terms and conditions of individual license. 2. It fails to pay a fine or amount imposed on it. 3. If the suspension and the revocation is for the benefit or for the interest of the public. 4. If the licensee has entered into liquidation. Lastly, it is to note that the reasons and the date for suspension and the revocation of a license must be made known to the licensee by a written notice, and the licensee shall be given not less than 14 days to make a written submission. I hope with this cogent point of mine, I've been able to analyze the licensing regime in the Nigerian telecommunications sector. For further information, kindly visit our website www.harlemsolicitors.com and follow our LinkedIn page, HARLEM Solicitors. Thank you.